5:40 to go here in the first half. Inside to McCarter. Carter out to T. Back to stop. Traveling is the call against stop. All right, 5:29 to go here in the first half. Zoomer bringing the ball down for the Buffs. Trying to get to the short corner. Pulls up three, that's going to be long, and it is. Mo Wilson just going to let that go out of bounds, so credit the Lady Tigers for a team rebound. 5:07 to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers clinging to a 1-point lead. Lana Stop bring the ball down for the Lady Tigers. And out of the reach of Mo Wilson on that pass. Unforced turnover there for Tahlequah. Over to the left wing. Short corner around the horn it goes. They want to get it inside there. And pass right to McCarter. It's about as easy as you could take that one. T. Augustin directing traffic. Nice guy, tipped out of bounds by Les now. But a good look there by T.
A little more oomph on that pass, and she'd have.
It would have been an easy layup, yeah. Inbounding is Mo Wilson. Gets it to T. T's inside. She'll attack. Can't get it to fall, but she is fouled. That's a B.J. Baker trial attorney. Foul, so that will send T. Augustin to the line. The opportunity to add 2 points. T makes the first of two. Makes both of them. T. Augustin now with 2 points in the game. Puts the Tigers up by 3 with 4:23 to go here in the first half, 20-17. Zoomer bringing the ball down for the Lady Buffs. .405 to go here in the first half. Trying to be patient are the Lady Buffs. And Mo Wilson, great job there by Mo to get the held ball. Tahlequah basketball. Mo Wilson making an impact once again defensively, just like she did at the Glenpool game. Augustin again. There's trying to get to Gilbert. Gilbert's kind of trapped in the corner. Able to work out. Stop for three. In and out. Rebound McAlester. Good look there by Elena. Thought it was going to go in. And McAlester pushes in transition. Over here in the corner trying to get inside. And immediately, good job. Good break on the ball there by Rayleigh McCarter. Knock it out of bounds. 3:35 here in the first half.
Making these passes really tough right now.
Blocked by T. Augustin. Rebound, Lesnow, and then Lesnow is fouled. So she'll go to the line. That's foul was Carson Gilbert. That's her first personal foul. Team's second foul. Chance to tie at the line is Rylan Lesnow. We're all tied at 20. And Stop has it knocked out of her hands. Good pass over to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks baseline. Good take by Gilbert. Can't get it to fall. No one there to rebound. McAlester on the rebound. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Tipped. McAlester. Right now, Tahlequah's got to get some rebounds. Long three ball. Counted. Timeout. Tahlequah as Zoomer nails it. 23-20, 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 3:02 remaining here in the first half. Tahlequah now down 3, 23-20 off the 3 ball by Zoomer. Stop. Over to T. Augustin, working off a screen by McCarter, looking at the give and go. Got it. There we go. Nice give and go. Augustin to McCarter. McCarter now with 4 points and 2 assists there for T. Augustin. 2:42 to go. Tigers down 1. 23-22. Trying to force it over here in the corner. Long pass nearly stolen by Augustin. Way to anticipate that pass.
He's getting some really good minutes here.
Yeah, absolutely. Very beneficial minutes. Not just like holding the line, but contributing. So that's what you always want right there. Someone comes in. I mean, they've got like 5 seconds in the lane.
Well, she heard you and got out, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, she's been camping up in that lane. They want to get it to them. McCarter's doing a good job denying that. 2:06 to go here in the second quarter. Stop over to Mo Wilson. Picks up her dribble over to T. Augustin. Inside of McCarter. McCarter's going to attack. Off the glass, no good. Rebound. Out to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks inside, gives it back out to Stop. Stop for 3. Got it! Elena Stop with her second 3-ball of the game. And Tigers back by 2, 25-23 with 1:38 to go here in the first half. Zoomer over to Ivy. Ivy scanning the court. Over to Les now. At the top of the key. Inside. And can't get the fall. No one there. There's Stop right there. What a great hustle play there by Elena Stop. L ball goes back to McAlester. Lauren Stevens and Lakin Adams will check back into the game. This time for Mo Wilson and Elena Stop. Fadeaway jumper, got it. Or less now. We're tied at 25 with 1:12 to go. Lakin Adams over to T. Augustin. Carson Gilbert skip pass, left alone for 3. Got it, Carson Gilbert from downtown. 28-25, under a minute to go here in the first half. That's now at the top of the key. 42 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. .33 seconds now on the clock. Let's now flash at the high post, trying to go back door. Too hard, stolen by Carson Gilbert. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Carson to Stevens. Stevens back to McCarter. Trying to hold for this last shot here. Over to Stevens. Adams, here we go. 10 seconds. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. To the left, over to Adams. Inside to T. T shoots off the top of the rim, no good. And that's the end of the first half. Lady Tigers 28. Now McAlester 25. We'll be back with the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors: First State Bank, Tahlequah Bank, Green Country Funeral Home, Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less, State Farm Agent Laura Lunn, Quick Cash Finance, Countryside Wellness, Chris's Quick Lube, Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita, Tommy Nick's Auto Group, H&H Quality Tires and Auto, Tahlequah Lumber, River Valley Church, Northeastern Health System, State Representative Bob Ed Kohler, Dotson Vision Care, First Baptist Students, AIM, where it's an all-in mentality, and of course, BJ Baker, Trial Attorney. Thanks for watching.
I'm Carson Gilbert. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network, and we apologize. They're trying to get the internet lined out down here in McAlester. We've tried about every different thing you can, from their internet to our own hotspots. So
Four different phones,
and Craig was down here standing on one leg at one point with some foil on his head, but that had nothing to do with the internet. Just a quick recap, though, of the first half. Tahlequah by 3 points, 28-25, scoring. We got 2 3-pointers made by Elena Stopp, so she has 6 points. Lakin Adams with 2. T. Augustson, who come off the bench with a couple assists, and so I think she has 3 assists, and she has 2 points from the free throw line. Carson Gilbert with 10 points, and she's 3 for 8. She is 2 for 2 from the line. And beyond the arc, she is also 2 for 3. Mo Wilson with 2 and had some pretty good lockdown defense, picking up a little bit where she left off in the Glenpool game. Lauren Stevens with 2 points and a couple of rebounds, and Rayla McCarter with 4 points and looks like 6 rebounds. And so McCarter, Lakin Adams, and Stevens both went out early in the first, or late in the first, and were out most of the second quarter due to foul trouble. They got picked up 2 fouls, and whether they were fouls or not fouls, they were fouls, so they got called for them. So both of them with two fouls. Carson Gilbert has 1 foul, so 5 fouls committed by Tahlequah. I think the issue here for the first half too has been some of the turnovers. They were costly. Not a lot of turnovers. But 6 of them, and they led to points off turnovers, and those are the worst ones, right? When you score off of a turnover. Cambry Zoomer for McAlester has 7 points. Rylan Lesnow has 8. Katie Ivy with the 3. Taylor Williams with 2, and Mila Cole with 4. And that is how we round out at 28-25.
It seemed like every time I glanced up, it was McCarter's length and Mo's defense. I didn't get to watch much down here on the offensive end, but defensively, it seemed like McCarter's length was really bothering them.
Yeah, they kept wanting to get in inside, and Rayleigh was doing a good job fronting her and getting her hand on the ball, trying to touch the pass inside and knock it out. The Tahlequah's out-rebounding McAlester, 12-8, but there's some very pivotal rebounds as they're getting them inside, and they need those points, right?
Yeah.
Tahlequah with a 3-point lead, and T. Augustin coming off the bench, and you always talk about your bench players, right? You want you to get good minutes, and I think the litmus test, if you will, is if they hurt you, right, when they come off the bench. You don't want to lose ground when they come in, and that's not exactly what happened. We gained ground with T. Augustin, so absolutely positive minutes there for number 5, T. Augustin, to come in and all of a sudden dish out 3 assists and get to the line shooting 2. In fact, she had the last shot there right before going into the half, and so.
Sometimes that ball just finds you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just comes right. It's hard to explain how it happens, but your good games seem to start out that way, and they lead to confidence. And speaking of confidence, Carson Gilbert's confidence has got to be sky high right now the last few games that she's had.
Yeah, absolutely. With 10 in the first half already, like it's what we're seeing her attack. Just keep attacking, keep shooting, but we really need to up those O boards and give ourselves those second chance opportunities if we're going to pull away here in this second half. This is a pivotal game for the Lady Tigers. You don't want to put the cart before the horse, right? They had a great run last week with 2 wins, and then lost to the number 1 team in the district, Glenpool, in the final seconds, right? They got within 4 points, and those 4 points are huge because Glenpool's beating everybody in the district by more than 15. That's the max amount of points you carry over, 15 points. And so if you're looking at the remaining schedule, Tahlequah they are positioned to really, if they were to win tonight against McAlester and put a win streak together, they can find themselves 3rd in the district in a really good regional matchup.
That's big.
Yeah, I mean every game, every single game, with the exception of the tournaments that they'll be in later this week, is not pitiful. They're pivotal. Must-win situations. Must-win situations if you're looking for playoff seeding.
Yeah, we came down here last year looking for playoff positioning.
Well, we're back in action. Here we go. Tahlequah with the ball. Adams, we switched goalposts. Adams over to Carter. Long pass to Gilbert. Gilbert under the goal. Good pass, and nice finish there by Carson Gilbert. And that's how you want to start the second quarter. 30-25, Tahlequah. Katie Ivy. Tahlequah in a 3-2. Trying to go back doors. 3 ball. Off the rim, no good, and Gilbert comes up with a rebound. Over to Mo Wilson. Wilson over to McCarter. McCarter nice going out of bounds to Stevens. And Stevens draws the foul. And McCarter caught that 1 foot inbounds, right? So it's a catch by the NFL college standards. And then a good inbounds to Stevens. Stevens fouled. B.J. Baker trial returning foul, so she'll go to the line, shooting 2. Misses the first of 2. And gets the second one. Shooters roll there. 31-25 as Steven goes 1 for 2 on the line. 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. 31-25. Tahlequah on top. Bounce pass over here to the left side. Back to the top of the key. Going to try the right side now. Back to the left instead. That's Parker Cochran. Over to Ivy. Tahlequah denying. They want to get it into that high post as they keep moving around and they keep flashing. Les now trying to get position, and McCarter doing a good job not letting her get position. And I know it's tough for those post players going back and forth as that ball is intercepted by Gilbert. Read that like a love story. A rom-com, as the girls like to read. Adams over Gilbert, left alone for three. That's a good look for three. And can't get the fall. And there's a foul on the floor. On number 5, Rylan Messnow. That's her second personal foul.
Seems like every game we've done down here, there's been a less now.
Yeah, this Rylan's been here a minute. Over Stevens at top of the key, and they've seen that play. They had it covered as she was looking for Gilbert back door. Stevens has position. Wasn't there. She has to get out of the lane. Bounce pass over to Wilson. Inside to Stevens. Little give off to Adams. Adams with the take. Can't get a fall. Stevens with the rebound. Goes back up. She can't get it to fall. Was hoping to draw a foul there. In transition. Off the glass. Count it. Gilbert in the short corner. Nice target, Stevens. Way to back her down. There we go. And Stevens for 2. Timeout. McAlester. 33-27. Tahlequah by 6. 5:30 to go. 30-second timeout. While we're on that timeout, I'll thank some of our sponsors. It's a quick timeout, so we need to talk about someone quick. How about Chris's Quick Lube? In and out in 10 minutes with an oil change. Chris's Quick Lube, multiple locations across the Tahlequah area, across the Tahlequah Metroplex. Tahlequah Lumber. When you are in a need for any type of construction, lumber, or smoking, grilling accessories, they've got it all. They've got a great tool rental. Brett Bynum, Mike Skinner, longtime Tahlequah Tigers and supporters of Tahlequah Athletics. Thank you, Tahlequah Lumber, for your support of the Green Country Sports Network. 5:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Tahlequah 33, McAlester 27. Three ball, off the rim, no good. Good strong rebound by McCarter. Over to Wilson. Over to Wilson again. Back to Gilbert. Inside to Stevens. Stevens can't get a fall. Rebound McCarter. McCarter with the putback.
What I like about McCarter, she takes her time right there and just gets set and goes up. Makes it easy too.
35-27. Tahlequah on top. 4:45 to go in the third. Yeah, McCarter did a good job not panicking, just reset and made a good on square, right, on balance shot. Bounce past the high post, and good job. There's McCarter with the held ball. That'll go back to McAlester, but nice job there. Nearly was going to intercept it, was able to draw the held ball. So Les now is going to check back in as Cochran will head to the bench. Les now out the left, going to bring it out to the top of the key. Resetting the offense for McAlester. 4:25 to go here in the third. Over to Cole. Zoomer. Going to try the right side. One-handed pass over the wing, inside. Takes a dribble. Out. Nearly stolen by Adams. Straight up and down. Good job there by Stevens. Good defense. Out of bounds. Tahlequah basketball. Stevens, you know, here in the third quarter, probably hesitating because she's playing with 2 fouls, and you expect that intensity pick up in the fourth. You know, she's right now just trying to keep her foul number low, and that ball is tipped out of bounds by McAlester. Stays Tahlequah basketball. McCarter hesitating to get to Stevens. Stevens out to Adams. Adams over to Gilbert. Got 2 posts in the same area there, so kind of rewinding. They're trying to get it to Stevens, went a little too wide. And bounce inside, back out to Les now. She's going to attack. She pull up jumper off the glass, no good. There's Gilbert there for a rebound. 3:13 to go here in the third. Gilbert being picked up by Zoomer. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson to McCarter. McCarter off of the hands of 21. That's just tough passes there for McCarter. Trying to force the issue a little bit. And blocked by Stevens. And blocked again. On the ground. McAlester comes up with it. Blocked by Stevens. And then we get a foul. That's her third personal.
That's number 23, Lauren Stevens, with their first foul, team number 1. To the line, McAlester, number 1, Cambridge Zuma.
Zuma makes the first of 2 on a B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Zuma makes both of them. 29-35, Tahlequah by 6. Quickly to Gilbert. Gilbert to corner 3. Boom! Carson Gilbert for 3. Makes it 38-29. Quickly, here comes McAlester. 2:30 to go here in the third. 38-29. 3-ball rebound. And foul from behind. Let's see, that's going to be on Mo Wilson. B.J. Baker, trial attorney. Foul. That'll send Parker Cochran to the line, shooting 2. Excuse me, second team foul for the Lady Tigers. Cochran makes the first of 2. Cochran misses the second one, tipped. Wilson comes down with it. Out to Adams. Adams pushing numbers. Numbers are against him. She's going to attack anyways. No, she's going to kick it out to Gilbert. And Gilbert tacks inside, going to reset it. And then Gilbert had her head down and got it stolen from Zoomer. And Zoomer with the layup. 6-point lead now for the Tigers. 2:04 to go. Lauren gets her own rebound and put back. Timeout, Tahlequah. 30-second timeout. 40-32 while we're on this timeout. Thanks to more sponsors like Northeastern Health Systems. You know, we appreciate all that they do for the community, trying to keep us healthy. If you got a sniffle or cold or something serious, head on down to Northeastern Health Systems. Quick Cash Finance. I want to thank Nikki Guerrero for her sponsorship of Green Country Sports Network. When you're in a hurry and you need cash fast, think about this. Quick Cash Finance. She's there to help you out. Baker's Furniture, longtime sponsor and supporters of Green Country Sports Network. Can help supply all of your furniture needs down at Baker's Furniture. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers by 8, 40-32. Tigers going to go into a press. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Goes back to the middle. Pull up jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebounds Cochran. Bounce pass to Les now. And she's fouled and 1. That's Mo Wilson's second personal foul. And Les now strong finish. Gives her 2 points and a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play. And she does it. Les now with 11. 5-point lead now for the Tigers. Gilbert wasn't there. Over to Adams. McCarter. Bounce pass stolen. McAlester closing the gap. What was almost 9 is now only 5 with 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Les now on the right wing. At the Buffalo logo. Trying to go back door, and stolen by Stevens off the tip by Gilbert. Gilbert baited her into that throw.
Yeah.
30 seconds, maybe look for Tahlequah to hold for this last shot. $19 seconds remaining in the third. Now 10 seconds. Their window screen, they find Gilbert wide open underneath, and that's a beautiful play for Gilbert. 2 seconds, 1 second at half court. No good. That is the end of 3. Tahlequah 42, the Buffaloes 35. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work, it's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 911.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. Tahlequah 42, Buffaloes 35, and Tahlequah with the ball. Over to Lane stop, checked in. Over Stevens in the short corner, back to stop for 3. Air ball, rebound Stevens. Back to stop. Stop has hit 2 of those already. Back to stop, over to Gilbert in the corner. Floater to Mo, back to Gilbert. Around the horn it goes. Gilbert, Wilson for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tip, what a save by Stevens to Gilbert. Gilbert pulls up just inside the arc, can't get the fall, can't get the rebound. Good positioning by Cole there. 7 minutes remaining here in the game. Picks up her dribble, hands off to Zoomer. And Zoomer pretty quick, as her name indicates. Yeah. She is a Zoomer. Not spelled the same way, but playing very well tonight. Cambry Zoomer with 13 points. Nice behind the back pass there by Les now. Not much doing off of it though. Cole over here in the corner. Nice turnaround jumper. Can't get fall. Stevens trying to get the rebounds. On the floor, that's got to go Tahlequah basketball. Good hustle there by Mo Wilson. And let's now got credit hustle. Game recognized game. That was a hustle play. Stevens was trying to come down with the rebound, and Les now knocked it out. And then it was a battle for the ball with her and Mo, and knocked out by McAlester. Kick out to Mo Wilson. Long pass to Gilbert. Gilbert reverse layup. Da-da-da-up. Carson Gilbert having herself ever since she had that 34 points, it's all of a sudden the confidence is back, and she is playing lights out basketball since that time. Tahlequah 44, Buffaloes 35, biggest lead of the night for Tahlequah. 30, excuse me, I wish it was 30. It's 9. It's only 9. 44-35. There's a tip out to Adams. Adams 2-on-1. Off the glass, no good. And that's a soft foul right there. Just let them play on that loose ball right there. So Stevens picks up her 4th personal foul with 5:47 to go here in the game. I'm all for letting them play on loose ball fouls. Inside of the high post, and on the ground there's Stevens with the steal. Out to McCarter, and we got a timeout. I'm going to say he takes a full timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa cashback at First State Bank.
I'm Tommy Nix.
My dad won't be undersold.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. Off the timeout, 5:34. Steal by Stevens. Gilbert just talking about her points scored. She has 19 in the game. Stop with 6. Adams 2. Augustin 2. Mo Wilson with 2. Stevens with 7. McCarter with 6. 5:34 remaining here in the game. And now McAlester going to go into a press. Bounce pass back to Gilbert. Gilbert over to Adams. Adams to Stevens. Back to Adams. They look to be very patient here, so they can run some clock off. 5:15 to go. Bounce pass to Wilson. 5:10 remaining here in the game. Bounce pass. Nice bounce pass to Stevens. That's a good in pass to the post right there.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, I mean, that was some accuracy. Nice back cut. Nice find to Stevens. It's on the ground and stolen. 4:45 to go here in the game. West now in the corner. Back out to Cochran. Going to try the right side. That's Zoomer being guarded by Mo Wilson. Looks like they've got Mo Wilson tied up with Zoomer. They've decided they've had enough of her, so Mo's going to stay with her, and that's what she is. She is a lockdown defender for sure. Cole inside of the high post. Going to drive, straight up and down. Short, rebound. Cochran. Up for grabs. Stevens wrestling for it. Held ball. Should go McAlester basketball. 4:05 remaining here in the game.
You know, it's understated what a weapon that is. If you can lock down a piece of an offense, the ball doesn't flow like it normally does. Oh, my goodness. No way. Oh,
and that's the 5th foul for Lauren Stevens, and that...
Those were the softest
that is
fouls.
To the line, number 21, Taylor Williams.
So Stevens will foul out. And that was ridiculous. And number 21 misses the first of 2. Misses both of them. And there's Elena Stop, the shortest girl on the team, gets the hell ball, goes Tahlequah.
Vic gave her a split second. He took it, or she took it from her too.
Stop. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert to Wilson. Take your time, ladies. 3:45 to go here in the game. Adams over to Gilbert. Over to Mo Wilson. Just playing keep away, taking as much time as they can. And Gilbert will hold on to it as long as they're going to let her, for sure. And again, next year, the shot clock's there. Ah, Mo. 3:15 remaining here in the ball game. Timeout, full timeout. McAlester, we'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones at each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 3:15 remaining in the game. Tigers 44, Buffalo 35. Buffalo is with the ball. Tahlequah 2 team fouls. Buffalo with 0. Lily Garcia going to check in on the next whistle. 3 ball, short, air ball, out of bounds. And no foul called on her, shoved out of bounds like the soft ones called earlier. So I guess you just barely got to touch them, but you can shove our bigs in the back out of bounds. So good job by Adams getting across, and then we get a call over here by Zoomer. She picks up her second foul, or excuse me, her first foul. And down to Adams. 2:45 remaining here in the first. Excuse me, here in the ball game. Over to McCarter. McCarter's fouled. There we go. Calls that foul against Cole. That's Cole's third foul. Second team foul for McAlester. 2:40 to go here in the game. 44-35. Got to get it inbounds. And turn the ball over. 2:35 to go. Pushing tempo. In the corner, inside high post. Off the glass, no good. And Cole runs down the rebound. And stolen there by Elena Stock. Bounce pass over to Adams. Adams going to attack, and she draws a foul against Cole. That's her fourth, so Adams will go to the line, shooting 2. Lily Garcia will check in the game. Adams misses the first of 2. Lily Garcia going to check in the game for Elena Stopp. Elena Stopp played very well. And Adams makes the second one, makes it a 10-point lead for the Tigers with 2:15 remaining here in the game. That's now, and Mo Wilson has done an outstanding job right here. Good job to force the turnover. McCarter with the steal. As Mo Wilson has stayed with Zoomer the whole time and basically effectively shut her down. Lily Garcia left alone for 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound McAlester. Over in the corner, Lesnow, she's going to attack. And nice finish at the bucket for Lesnow. Lesnow with 13. Minute 35 to go. Adams. And there's a foul. Whistled on number 15. Excuse me, on number 1. Zoomer, her second foul. Fourth team foul for McAlester with a minute 30 to go here in the game. Inbounding to Adams. Minute 28 to go. Over to Mo Wilson. And Mo Wilson's fouled. I think intentional foul there. Not intentional foul, but they're fouling on purpose. How's that? And that will send Mo Wilson to the line, shooting 2.
You know, losing the 1-and-1 sure has changed the end of these games.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Mo Wilson drills it. Lily Garcia checking back in the game. Offense, defense. And misses the second one. And pushing transition, obviously. Minute 15 remaining in the game. 46-37. Tahlequah by 9. And there's Zoomer trying to do something, being guarded by Mo Wilson. And great job there, McCarter with the steal. And I'm going to tell you what, Mo Wilson, her defense just changes the landscape of the game. You know, Zoomer was doing a whole lot up to that point, had 13 points, and has gone silent since they put Mo Wilson on it.
Well, not only she's gone silent, she's not a part of the offense at all.
Lakin Adams makes the first of 2 on that B.J. Baker trial attorney. And now we want to score as many points as possible, up to 15, to try to get out of here with a district win and increase those pointage. And Lakin Adams 2 for 2 with that trip to the line. 48-37. We're going to give First State Bank Player of the Week tonight, as the Lady Tigers will be in a tournament later.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and we are about 5 minutes away from the start of the boys' game in Tahlequah with a good win against the district opponent, Lady Tigers, 49-37. So that'll give them 12 district points, and another good win in the district column. Some stats for that game. Elena Stopp had 6 points. Lakin Adams had 6 points. T. Augustin with 2. Carson Gilbert was high score with 19 points. Wilson with 3. Stevens with 7. And McCarter with 6. Lady Tigers went 10 of 16 from the free throw line. They went 5 of 12 from beyond the arc, and overall they shot 42%, and that is a significant improvement to what they were shooting earlier this year. So obviously shooting better, and just like Coach Qualls has said, when those baskets start falling, you're going to see a difference there.
Well, they were 5 of 12. Some of their other games, they would have been, they were 19%, so, there's 9 points right there, and the difference of the ball game was 12, so shooting, everything looks a lot better when the ball goes in the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about the Memorial game when, where Tahlequah lost, and the reality is, they couldn't even make layups. Things just were not going at all their way back then, and, everybody's like, hey, we felt like we were the better team, and absolutely, but, you got to make the baskets, and they've been doing so here lately, as evidenced by the scoreboard and the win column. So great job here by the Lady Tigers. As we said, Mo Wilson with her lockdown defensive performance in the past 2 games earned her the First State Bank Player of the Week. And so we were excited for the Lady Tigers as they got a really good win. Now, Craig, tonight they're going to face a very talented McAlester basketball team. McAlester is led by number 3, Rodney Washington, who I don't see out there.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
I don't know if he is injured or.
Well, last year we came down here and he had a high ankle sprain and was really limited. Other than the game at Tahlequah, we haven't got to see the explosiveness that, we've heard so much about, but that dunk he had at Tahlequah,
it was one of the most amazing. It was outstanding.
It came out of nowhere. You didn't even know what to say about it as it was happening live. You had to think about it for a little bit.
Yeah. So the 6'2" sophomore. When I look at the basketball roster that they provided me, it's got a whole bunch of notes on it, but they have his name scratched out. So I don't know if he is. Not going to play today, but because the starters they have, they're listing Brandon Smith, Davian Pouncil, Kevin Hill, Jacoby Boyd, Kyle Moss, and so we'll see.
Transfer portal.
He hit the transfer portal.
Yeah, he's at Memorial tonight.
got a new NIL deal here in high school, so we shall see if he makes an appearance. But with that being said, these young men from McAlester are
they
very
can still
good.
play even without him. They're a tough squad.
Looking at trying to get some common opponents here. If I can get this to pull up. McAlester comes into the game 9-5. Tahlequah comes in 6-5. They played Memorial. How about this? Just kind of give you an idea. They lost to Memorial on Tuesday, 66-64. Then they went and beat Pryor by 22 on the 16th. So 77-55.
This district is tough. There are some tough teams. Memorial, McAlester, East Central.
Well, how about this? East Central, they played them back before Christmas, and it was 88-80 in a loss. Only lost to them by 8 points.
Yeah.
So they're a good basketball team, and Tahlequah will have their hands full tonight with McAlester.
These scrappy Tigers.
We're talking about like First State Bank Player of the Week, for the boys, looking back to what they did, earlier this week, against Glenpool, and, Caston Wilson. I think Caston Wilson's game winner just automatically puts him in the running, right?
He's in the lead going into this game. He only had 3 points, They were huge.
But man, they were huge. And sometimes they say it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And what's the young man's name that hit the free throw?
Yeah, number 15. Was it Miguel Martinez who tied it up? Number 15.
Was it Miguel?
Was it either Miguel or was Cervantes?
I think it was. I think it was 25.
Number 25, Micah Cervantes.
Okay, yes, that was him. Yes. So that was the gutsiest second free throw I've ever seen. The first one was so bad, and he was so visibly nervous, and he hadn't been out there.
And he a way to work through it and become clutch. And so, 30 seconds away from the start of the boys' game, and we're ready for the starting lineups.
Dick Dobbins, and I'm a freshman. Devin Dick, freshman. Aiden Johnson, junior.
Casper Wilson, and junior.
Jet Morrison, sophomore.
That's the starting lineups for the Tahlequah Tigers. Duke and Jevin playing well. Young Tahlequah team, and they have really kind of outperformed, right? I mean, there's been a lot of questions about who they were going to be. So far, I think they've performed quite well. Starting lineup for McAlester: number 2, Brandon Smith; number 5, Davian Pouncil, both juniors. And you have a freshman, number 11, Jacoby Boyd. Number 12, a junior, Kyle Moss. And last but not least, number 24, Dell. Also absent tonight is Rodney Washington. Like I said, I don't even see him on the bench, so not sure if anybody knows the story there. But we got McAllister's band right here, and it feels like it is blowing right into the microphone. So I can't fault it because I really like a band and I like a good student section. The one thing I would be critical of here in McAlester is they allow their fans to sit on the same side as Tahlequah fans, and it just feels like that's a recipe for disaster.
I thought you were going to say the internet, which was my biggest concern.
Yeah, the internet's been in and out, guys, so we're going to do our best to call it as it comes through here. McAlester wins the tip. Brandon Smith, at the top of the key. Jacoby Boyd over Pouncil. Pouncil, who played very well against us last year. Over to Smith for a long 3-ball. Off the rim, no good. Up for rebound. And number 24, Dale, comes down with it. Trying to float it into Dale. Underneath, he's a tall young man, and he's fouled. First B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. And that will be whistled on. Wheezy Aiden Johnson. He picks up his first personal.
I think defensive rebounding is going to be a key to tonight's game.
Absolutely. So 24 shooting 2, misses the first of 2. Caven Hill, excuse me. Got a text message. They said they believe Rodney was hurt. Rodney Washington got hurt last week. So, and number 24 Hill makes the first of 2. So McAlester draws first blood, 1-0. And immediately go into the press. And dangerous pass by Morrison was stolen by Pouncil. Can't get it to go in. Rebound, Jet Morrison. He's pushing tempo. And we got a whistle. There's a whistle. They stop the play, and there's a foul, B.J. Baker foul. B.J. Baker trial attorney foul on number 11. That's Jacoby Boyd, the freshman. Jet Morrison with a new look tonight with the headband. And down, and there's a good tackle. Turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall off the back of the rim. Fighting for the rebound, and coming down with it is Pouncil. Quickly in transition. and takes one step off the glass. There's Jacoby Boyd for two. 3-0 McAlester to start the ballgame. Dobbins. McAlester wants to play fast, forcing Tigers play fast. Inside to Dick. Dick has it knocked out of his hand. Stays Tahlequah basketball. Just to remind everybody, we're having lots of internet issues here tonight. Dobbins for three, off the glass, no good. Rebound is Caston. He can't get to fall. And knocked out of bounds, stays Tahlequah basketball. We realize this camera is spotty, and we've tried every single bit of internet trickery we know to try to improve their feed, so we apologize. Dobbins over here on left wing. Offensive foul called on Jet Morrison. Jet's first personal foul, second team foul. 6:34 in the first. Kyle Moss at the top of the key hands it off over to Jacoby Boyd. Into the high post, being guarded by Weezy, and good job there by Jevin Dick. Ends up being stolen by Casson Wilson. And Casson, good body control to avoid the turnover. Over Jet. Jet tacks inside. Jumper. There we go. Got the shooter's roll. Jet Morrison for two. Leads one from McAlester. Quickly in transition. They push tempo. Are the Buffs. Being guarded by Jevin Dick. Nearly stolen. And that Jevin Dick does a great job getting his hands on it. And then number 11 couldn't come down with it. Jacoby Boyd. What was going to go out of bounds would have been McAlster's basketball. He's tipped, and it goes to Tahlequah. Good job there by Jevin to force the turnover. Jevin at the top of the key. 5:45 to go here in the first. 3-2. McAlester by one. Dobbins to his right. Spins back to his left. Ooh, had him. Gives it over to Caston for three. No good. Rebound. McAlester goes out of bounds. And Weezy was hoping that we'd get that call, but I don't have a problem with that call because I think they probably could have got Weezy for a foul.
Yeah.
Short corner, looking inside. There they give it to him. And there's Caston Wilson. What a gnat Caston is. Weezy took a shot in the eye. And Weezy is going to have to come out. Connor Tyndall going to sub in for Tahlequah. Took one to the eyeball there. Connor Tyndall has been getting very good minutes for the Tigers off the bench since he became eligible. He became eligible because he transferred in. Nothing nefarious, just a transfer eligibility. Dobbins over to Wilson. Wilson to Jevin Dick. Working off a screen. Wants to go back door, wasn't there. Caston does a good job to come back out. Goes baseline, gives it to Jet. Good ball movement. Time to look for Duke. Dobbins off the back of the rim, no good. Jet Morrison with a strong rebound, and then he's fouled. Good hustle by Jet. Jet has one speed. Fast.
Yeah.
And that foul's on number 2, Brandon Smith, his first personal. Second team foul for McAlester. And Jet has his pocket pick. And out in transition is number 5, and Caston Wilson trying to get there. David Council just too fast. Makes it 5-2, Buffaloes. Trying to get to the middle, Dobbins, nearly stolen. And it is stolen eventually. And transition basket right there. And David Council, timeout, Tahlequah. 30-second timeout, Tahlequah. While we're on break, I want to thank State Farm Laura Lund for her sponsorship of the Green Country Sports Network. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. Before you know it, it will be tax season. And with all the changes to the tax code, you're going to need someone on your side who understands the tax law. And Jackson Hewitt, they can help you out.
I think tax season's already started. I've been getting phone calls about W-2s since New Year's.
It's time to get that refund.
Yep, you bet.
Off the timeout, Tahlequah, 4:19 to go here in the first, 7-2. Buffs on top. Dobbins in trouble, gets it over to Jevin Dick. Jevin Dick, good job to get it to Caston Wilson, cross half court, behind his back, over to Duke. And Duke trying to force the issue down low to Jet. Right idea, just the speed of McAlester as they closed and were able to knock that ball out of bounds. Inbounding is Jevin. Bounce past Caston Wilson under the goal. Got it off the glass. Caston for two. Seven to 4. Tigers down 3 with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Inside, doubled. Back out to the wing. Over on the right wing, short corner, going to attack baseline. Tyndall nearly blocked it, forced an errant shot, and the rebound is good. Out of bounds, turnover Tahlequah. Short corner. He's fouled. Foul's called on number 11, Connor Tyndall, his first. Punched out by Connor Tyndall, forces a turnover, and then Jevin Dick loses the handle.
Pivot cheek was sliding there and they didn't call it.
A nice take, just can't get to finish. And Connor Tyndall with the rebound, and he's fouled by number 2, Brandon Smith, his second. 13 foul for McAlester. Checking back into games number 12, Kyle Moss. Another foul called against McAlester. This one's on 12. Kyle Moss, that's his first personal. That's the 4th team foul for the Buffalo, so the next one will put Tahlequah on the bonus. 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Dick trying to get it in, and does. Over to Dobbins. Back to Weezy at the top of the key. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Trying to go off, trying to pull the Weezy and knock it off his body. And this time goes out of bounds. We'll go to McAlester. Tax inside, nice give, and good defense there by Weezy, but a good job to go get it into the bucket there by number 24, Dale. Long 3 ball, no good, rebound, knocked out of the hands of Dobbins. Morrison comes up with it, but he's fouled. So Morrison will go to the line, shooting 2. That's Jacoby Boyd, number 11, second personal foul, and that is the 5th team foul. In and out, around the rim it goes. Checking into the ball game now is number 15, Miguel Martinez. He'll check in for Jevin Dick. Minute 44 to go. 11-4 is the score.
Just a little extra advertising. Tigers need to keep McAlester in the half court here. They need to limit their turnovers and just let this zone go to work.
Over the right wing. Back trying left side. Short corner. Being guarded by Weezy. Brings it out to the top. Going to try the right side. Wanting to get it inside to the tall number 24. So he keeps flashing. Good job, good closeout there by Miguel Martinez. Minute 10 to go here in the first quarter. Down at the baseline, good ball movement, good look. And man, Weezy got high on that one. And good save by McAlester. Inside trying to go to work on Tyndall. Big swat by Connor Tyndall, his second of the game. And then there Tyndall comes up with a steal off the deflection. So nice job there by Connor Tyndall. And a foul on number 0. That's Case Payton, his first, but Tahlequah's in bonus. So to the line, Aiden Johnson will go.
Case Payton's first. To the line, Aiden Johnson.
Weezy missing the first of 2 on that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Sawyer Henderson going to check in the game for Connor Tyndall. Looks like Micah Cervantes is going to check in for Weezy if Weezy makes this basket.
Missed 3 free throws in a row here. We need these games like this.
These would be huge. Misses the second. Rebound Buffaloes. 11-4, 38 seconds remaining here in the first. And with 15, Gianni Fiazio. And the hole for the last shot is 0 Case Patton. 10 seconds remaining here in the first. Tax baseline. Turnaround jumper, air ball. Good strong rebound there by Sawyer Henderson. And at the buzzer, no good. That's the end of the first. McAlester 11, Tahlequah 4. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa Cashback at First State Bank.
I'm Tommy Nix.
My dad won't be undersold.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. The speed of the Buffaloes, the intensity, free throws, right?
Yeah, a lot of times what happens, you get amped up and you get really working hard on defense and it throws your legs off. It's not what you're used to. Your rhythm's off on offense. It's hard to shoot when you get like that. So look for the Tigers to settle down here and just play their game. Get back in this thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be down 7 with the ball right here, so, I mean, Tahlequah could get some things going. Like you said, I liked forcing them into that half-court offense, because that transition baskets were where they found themselves in trouble. Working off the screen is Duke Dobbins. Jevin Dick back in the ball game. Working off screens, Jet tacks inside, kicks out to Sawyer Henderson for 3. In and out. Can't buy a bucket right there. Rebound, McAlester. Pushing tempo. Short corner. A strong take, good strong dribble and finish there by number 5, Davian Pouncil for his 6th point. Finds Jevin, beating the press, 13-4. McAlester by 9. Bounce pass to Sawyer. Nice pass, Sawyer. Henderson to Duke Dobbins. Back to Henderson. Dobbins in the corner for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Henderson. Good strong take. Again, can't get it to fall. Rebound this time McAlester. And they push tempo. Jet Morrison there to cut him off. And good pressure there by the Tahlequah defense to force another turnover. That was number 25, Micah Cervantes, who forced that turnover. Jet Morrison for 3, high arcing shot, nothing but net for Jet. Jet with 5 points, 13-10. Tahlequah pulls within 6 with 6:26 to go. Short corner 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound McAlester. Nice take and strong job there to force the held ball there by Micah Cervantes. Number 5 doing that strong jump stop, and Cervantes was not fazed by that. Checking back in the game is Connor Tyndall, as is David Dell for McAlester. 6:15 remaining here in the first half. And nearly lost the inbounds. And now they're going to get Cervantes with his first foul. First personal foul from Micah Cervantes. First team foul for Tahlequah. Comes at 6:09 mark here in the second. Inbounding is number 11, Jacoby Boyd. Back out to number 2, Brandon Smith. Down it goes. Looking at the high post. Changes his mind, goes back out to the top of the key. Baseline jumper, nothing but net for number 2, Brandon Smith, for his first 2 points of the game. And McAlester immediately back in the press. Dobbins handling it well. Over to Tyndall in the short corner. Back to Dobbins. Setting the play up. Jet on the left wing. Cervantes cutting through. One-arm pass to Dobbins. Dobbins attacks inside. Nice give. Oh, man. That's Cervantes cutting to the basket. Just couldn't come down with a pass. Cassie Wilson's going to check back into the ball game for Cervantes. And we got an equipment timeout, basically, as Tyndall has to tie his shoe here. Aiden Johnson going to check back in the ball game for Duke Dobbins. Give him a breather. 5:24 remaining here in the second period. It's 15-7. Buffaloes by 8. Three-pointer, nice release. Rebound by Aiden Johnson off the air ball. Tigers push tempo. Nice pass by Jevin Dick, and he finds Caston Wilson under the goal, now with 4 points. Head fake, drives baseline, kicks out. 15 for 3, no good, off the back of the rim, rebound Dale. And almost stolen by Jevin Dick. 3-ball corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound Dale. That's just a height difference. Maybe it's Hill. Excuse me. Been saying Dale with the putback. Over to Weezy. In the corner is Tyndall. Tyndall for 3. That's short, off the rim, no good. Rebound Hill for McAlester. Being pressured by Aiden Johnson, and they're going to get Aiden that time. That's Aiden's second personal foul, second team foul for Tahlequah. So Aiden's going to head to the bench as Duke comes back in the game. 4:12 to go here in the first half. It's 17-9, Buffs by 8. Jacoby Boyd, the freshman, directing traffic inside, quick in and out. 3-ball, off rim, no good. Duke Dobbins with the rebound. Dobbins being pressured. There's 3 of them on him. Goes away. quickly down the court it goes. And Hill another 2 points. Timeout Tahlequah. 30-second timeout. Like to see Duke plant those feet right there, draw a charge in that situation. One of the things that they're going to do is he has such a power move, right? I think you could draw that charge by just holding your ground.
He's already showed that Euro to the jump stop, and on that one, he knows he's coming. He's going to drop that shoulder, make some space. You don't have nothing to lose at that point, so just go ahead and set your feet and get ready for it.
Going back to Miguel. Off the timeout, Tahlequah down by 10, 19-9.
They're not doing a bad job defensively. They just got to get some offense, get some of these shots to fall.
3:35 remaining here in the first half. Cassie Wilson dribbling out of pressure, gives it over to Jevin Dick for 3. Can't get it to fall. Jet Morrison fighting for the rebound. He can't get the putback. Dobbins with the rebound. Turnaround jumper. There, he got it. And there's a whistle. And a foul called on Caston Wilson. I missed what happened there.
Well, it was on Dobbins after the shot. They called him for a push.
They gave it to Caston there on the board.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Inside the Hill, and he's fouled, and one. Count it. And that foul's on Connor Tyndall, his second personal. Team's 4th foul. So Aiden Johnson going to check back in the game. And one, count it. 9 points for Hill. 22-11, 11-point lead. Jevin, nice finish there. Cassie Wilson on the assist to Aiden Johnson. Over in the short corner. Back to the top of the key. 2:20 remaining here in the first half. 22-13 is score inside the Hill. And good job there by Jet and to force that errant shot. Jet's not afraid to take it and does. Jet Morrison now with 7. 22-15. Tigers still hanging around inside the Hill. Baseline jumper, got it, 3 ball for number 2, Brandon Smith. 25-15 is back to 10 from McAlester. And good job there by Duke to try to go around 0. That's Case Patton, that'll pick up his second personal. First team foul for the Buffs, minute 38 remaining here in the second quarter. Over to Jevin Dick. To Dobbins to Wilson. Wilson splits the defenders, and a pass between his legs. Man, what a great pass. Jevin Dick wasn't expecting that.
Looked good.
Yeah, it looked really
good.
Brandon Smith with the ball. Back over to Moss. Tahlequah in a press. Off the glass, no good. And Dobbins trying to fight for the rebound. Tip by Morrison. He comes down with it. Morrison pushing tempo. Good take there by Morrison. Pull-up jumper. Got it. Jet with 9. 25-17, 50 seconds. And off of McAlester, trying to go fast.
Just getting her to say on that press, sometimes you can get them to play too fast as well.
48 seconds to go here in the first half. Dobbins over to Jet. Jet to Weezy. Nice take by Weezy. And just like that, Tahlequah's pulled within 6. Floater inside to 11, Jacoby Boyd. And just got between some defenders.
Hands on knees here for the Tigers.
23.2 seconds remaining here in this first half. 27-19, it's back to an 8-point lead. And there you go. Between his legs to save. Athletic move for Jet. And up for rebound, Weezy Johnson. And Jet Morrison just flat out hustle. Well, I let them get it because I forgot I had a headset on.
You were hooked up.
I was ready to go help him out.
Yeah.
Changed my mind. Out of bounds. Goes to McAlester. Weezy nearly stole it. 2 seconds. 1 second at the buzzer. Baseline jumper. No good. That'll be the end of the first half. McAlester 27. Tahlequah 19. We'll be back to watching Green Country Still State.
I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Craig Wing and Ryan Halsey on the camera. Some halftime stats for you. We'll start with McAlester. Brandon Smith has 5. Davian Pouncil has 6. Caven Hill has 1. Jacoby Boyd has 4. And David Hill has, looks like 9. Tahlequah, Jet Morrison leading scorer for the Tigers with 9 points. Wheezy, Aiden Johnson has 4. Caston Wilson also with 4. Maybe missing 1 or 2 here. Duke Dobbins with 2 points. Yeah, there, it was hidden in my notes. And Duke Dobbins with 2. The score is 27-19. Tahlequah down 8. And we were talking off air, good teams force you to play their style of basketball. And maybe a little bit of that's happening tonight, with this up-tempo. They're forcing Tahlequah into that up-tempo rhythm. And Tahlequah has some flashes where they climb back into this thing and looks like they're going to cut that lead really close, and then boom, some transition plays.
Yeah, the turnover, easy basket, really, really, really have to limit those in the second half. It's going to be hard to win this game if you have 4, 5, 6 turnovers that lead to easy baskets here in the second half.
Yeah, so you see what adjustments, Coach Qualls makes there. Well, the one thing about the Cardiac Tigers, is that you can't count them out, at all, no matter what the score is, overcoming a 16 to 18 point deficit against Glenpool, winning in the final seconds. Never led in the game.
Yeah.
Never led in that entire game. And that's similar tonight, but they're hanging around. Glenpool had gotten away from them, and then in the second half, Tahlequah fought back, getting rebounds and just controlling possessions, taking it one possession at a time, and I'd like to see that happen here tonight.
Well, I don't know what our shooting percentage is. It's not real high, and get some shots to start falling. That's another room for improvement.
Yeah, and free throws. We left a lot of points out there on the free throw line early in that first quarter. And so, if we get to the line again, we want to make sure that we take advantage of that opportunity. Some early fouls. Jet with 1, Wheezy with 2, Caston with 1, Connor Tyndall with 2, and Micah Cervantes with 1. So a total of 7 fouls called against the Tigers. For McAlester, 2 fouls for Brandon Smith, 2 fouls for Jacoby Boyd, 2 fouls for Case Patton, and 1 foul for Kyle Moss. So 7 fouls also for McAlester. So pretty even foul count, I guess you could say.
It's hard to believe as aggressive as they are. Where we're sitting right here, we can see the hand checking and the slapping and only 7 fouls per team.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
Young team for Tahlequah. We talk about that every week, and they continue to grow. Grow not only physically but in maturity and their basketball abilities, leaps and bounds from when they started, and they continue to learn from each and every game. And there's not an easy one in this conference. Coach Qualls talked about it best. We're playing. Let's look at who are in our conference. You have Tulsa Memorial.
Tough.
You have East Central.
Tough.
You have McAlester.
Tough. And then you got Pryor, who beat you up.
Yes. And, who they fell to. Then you have Glenpool.
Beat you up.
And so here we go. This is not an easy conference, and this isn't making excuses whatsoever. This is just stating facts. To play in this conference in 5A4, you have to have some salt, right? You've got to be some toughness about you.
And you're throwing freshmen out there against that. That's tough.
So
tough's the word, right?
Tough is the word, and they've played well. Here's one thing I did notice. Jet said, "Hey, I'm done with this headband." He said, "I'm done with that headband."
Yeah.
And so it's gone. He's just going to let the locks just flow in the wind. And we'll see how it shakes out here in the second half.
He runs fast enough, he'll stay out of his eyes. Just keep it peeled back on his head there.
I would take about a quarter of his energy.
I'd take some of his hair. And energy.
Man, his motor is running all the time. I mean, all the time. You know, his face sometimes looks tired, but he doesn't really mimic that because he's going nonstop. He's nonstop, and
he's still getting lift on his jump shots. He's still making them. You know, he's not tired.
And so, you know, he was injured during football season and had to miss the entire football season. So to have him back in basketball, he has definitely got his legs back underneath him. And it's good to see him have success. He's going to be quite the athlete for Tahlequah Athletics for a few more years. As his older brother, Traven Morrison, he graduates this year. Got a lot of years out of him at Tahlequah football, an outstanding linebacker. Just a great kid, just two great kids, Morrison's. And then you've got Duke Dobbins down there, son of Luke Dobbins, longtime Tahlequah Athletic Hall of Famer, and outstanding. And his older brother out on injury, got hurt in football, Kel. And so two very good athletes, and so Kel comes back, you know, that's going to help Tahlequah. You know.
Duke's grandfather, I grew up hearing stories about him, like, you know, John Wayne legends.
You know, when you have a field house named after you, you got to be, I mean, you got to be good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's
can't be mediocre.
Quite
you got to be
legacy
good.
there.
So they come from a long line of basketball players, and so it's cool to see the next generation. You got Sawyer Henderson. We could go on and on about these kids, and it's tough when you start doing that because you feel like you're going to leave someone out. You got Jevin Dick, brother of Taylon Dick, who was an outstanding Tahlequah Lady Tiger basketball player. Pastor Wilson, whose sister is Haley Wilson, you know, First State Bank Player of the Week. Could we have a brother-sister First State Bank Player of the Week this week? That would be kind of cool, but we'll see how this second half shakes out, and we'll see if these scrappy Tigers can claw back into this and mount the Buffaloes here in the second half. 27-19, Tahlequah will start with the ball. And an 8-0 deficit. Dobbins inbounds to Aiden Johnson. Johnson being guarded way out top here by Hill. Dobbins on the right wing, working off a screen set by Caston Wilson. Going to try the left side, back to Weezy. Now Jett on the right wing. Got nice screen set up. Rebound, Dobbins throws it in, and McAlester comes up with it. Jett staying right there with Jacoby Boyd. Nearly lost his handle was number 5, Davian Pouncil. Inside to Hill. Track baseline. Off the glass and good. Is Pouncil. Timeout McAlester off that made bucket. 30-second timeout. Quick timeout. Want to thank Quick Cash Finance, Nikki Guerrero for her support of Green Country Sports Network. Tommy Nix, auto sales. If you're in the market for a car, Tommy Nix, he will not be undersold. Tommy Nix's daughter, Delaney, being inducted into the Tahlequah Athletics Hall of Fame. Appreciate his support of Tahlequah Athletics and the Green Country Sports Network. McAlester comes into the press. And off the timeout, I guess that's what they want to do. And Dobbins Dobbins fouls number 5. That is Dobbins' first personal foul, first team foul for the Tigers. And so that'll send Davian Pouncil to the line off that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul, shooting 2. Not enough to get it in the basket, and it falls on the front of the rim. This is the first of 2. And makes the second one. Pouncil now with 9. Casson Wilson does a good job there, getting it across half court. Unfazed by the pressure is Caston. Over to Dobbins. Dobbins to Weezy to Dick. Jett attacks baseline. He's so fast. And finishes right at the bucket. Jett with 11. And nearly intercepted. Matching speed with speed was Jett Morrison. 6:43 to go in the third. It's 30-21 Buffaloes. Moss at half court. Trying the right side. That's Brandon Smith. Pouncil. Down the horn it goes. Inside. Stolen by Weezy Johnson. I think they're trying to get that to Hill. Dobbins attacks. Kicks out. Good ball movement. Jet Hill tack. Nice take. Floater. Can't get a fall. Rebound. Caston Wilson. And put back. Caston. 6:10 to go here in the third. 30-23, 7-point lead now for McAlester. McAlester trying to push tempo. Hill trapped in the corner, gets it out to Smith. Smith from way downtown for three, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Aiden Johnson. Out to Jet. Jet with his head up. And good job to get it to Duke. Working through the trap. Over to Caston. Caston fighting for it. Has it stolen there by Brandon Smith. Smith misses. Rebound. Put back. By number 5, Pouncil. Adrian Pouncil. Back to a 9-point lead for McAlester. Dobbins to Caston. Nice bounce pass. Oh, Jevin missed. And Caston with the rebound. He can't get the fall. And that was a missed possession opportunity there for the Tigers. And quickly, Buffalo's back in transition inside. There's Jet Morrison with the steal. And trying to avoid a turnover. Is able to sling it, but McAlester steals it. Left alone for three. Jacoby Boyd can't get it to fall. Oh, wow. Rebound McAlester.
He got shoved 4 feet out.
4 feet out of the way, no call. And Pouncil with 2. Now with 13 points, it is Pouncil. Over to Caston, trying to beat the press. Finds Jevin Dick, half court, 2-on-1. Can't get the foul. Rebound, Jet Morrison goes out of bounds. Tahlequah will not get the ball. They'll go to McAlester. Connor Tyndall going to check in the ball game for Caston Wilson. .447 to go here in the third. 34-23. 11-point lead for the Buffaloes. Denied the baseline drive, back out to Brandon Smith. This time he's going to do it, kicks back out. Trying to get inside to Hill. Turnaround jumper, and can't get the fall. Good strong rebound by Connor Tyndall. Gets it out to Dobbins. 4:15 to go here in the third. Drives baseline, turnaround. Oh, had Jevin Dick, just missed him. And Brandon Smith with 2, timeout. Tahlequah, it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Back to the Green Country Sports Network. Off the timeout, Tahlequah trying to kind of stop the bleeding here and get Claw back in at 36-23, 4:05 to go here in the third. And again, just talking about some transition things, right?
Yeah.
McAlester trying to force the issue and play against the pressure as Dobbins is trapped in the corner and throws it off of the McAlester player. Stays Tahlequah basketball.
He's got to give that back before the double gets there.
Neatly trapped just like that.
Yeah, got to be faster.
And here we go. Nice pass to Weezy. Nice finish. Connor Tyndall with the assist. And easy down. And off the glass is good. And Duke Dobbins has got some blood on his forehead. Took an elbow to the face there, so he'll have to come out. So Dobbins is going to go to the sideline and get cleaned up. Tahlequah basketball, 38-25. Cassie Wilson checks back in the game. And that was tipped on the inbounds. Trying to get it over the big tall fella. And Hill guarded by Tyndall. And look at Jet Morrison coming up with that. And then has it stolen. And then there's a foul by Wilson. Cassie Wilson picking up his second foul. Case Poughton with the and one opportunity. And what? 41-25 now. The press being difficult here for the Tigers. Nice pass over to Weezy. One-handed on pass to Jet Morrison off the glass. There we go. Way to move the ball there. 41-27. They go fast. Inside, Pouncer. And there's another foul. That foul's on Aiden Johnson, his third. Third team foul for McAlester. So at the line on that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul is Davian Pouncil for 2. Misses the first of 2. Misses the second one, and that shooter across the line. Lane violation. Warning issued to both Connor Tyndall and number 5.
Good job, Connor. He caught an elbow there as he was walking away.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't let it go.
Nope. Hey, sometimes I'm not advocating anything, but there's some things you don't let go, right?
Yeah. You got to get rid of it there.
Over to Jevin. Jevin working through some pressure. Over to Tyndall. And there's the take, and he draws the foul. Good job by Connor Tyndall. So he'll go to the line, shooting 2. And that foul's on number 15, Gianni Fazio. His first team foul for McAlester, 301, and leaving it short. Dobbins back in the ballgame, going to give Jet Morrison a breather. And that is the handiwork of Bryce, our trainer, who does an outstanding job taking care of our Tigers. Bryce Rudick. Connor Tyndall makes the second of 2. Makes it 41-28, Tahlequah. And take to the glass and a foul on Aiden Johnson. That's his 4th foul. Case Patton will go to the line for the and one. Misses it. Rebound. Hill. 43-28. 2:45 to go here in the third. Bounce pass to Hill. And nearly stolen by the Tigers. Goes cross tipped, so it's not a backcourt violation. 2:30 to go in the third. In the short corner, Smith for 3. And a foul on Tyndall. And that's 3. That's third. I believe that's the third foul for Tyndall. They've got him for 4. I've missed one somewhere. So Brandon Smith will go to the line, shooting 3. Makes the first of 3. Misses the second one. And now the third one. .44-28, 2:26 to go here in the third. As Smith makes 2 out of 3. Over to Jet Morrison, he's going to attack. And good take there by Jet. Blocking foul. That's a number 15, his second. So Jet will go to the line shooting 2. Misses the first of 2.
Got to be like 2 for 8 this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's tough. Sawyer Henderson going to check in the game for Jevin Dick. Misses both of them. 45-28, 2:15 to go here in the third. And there's a blocking foul called on Jet Morrison. His second. That's a 15 foul.
To the line, number 2, Brandon Smith.
So Brandon Smith will go to the line shooting 2. Smith makes the first of 2. And Smith makes the second one. 47-28. Good job by Henderson to come get it. Dobbins, easy layup. Good to see Dobbins back in action and contributing. Hill going to attack. Swatted by Connor Tyndall. And there's a whistle on number 5, Davian Pouncil, his first personal foul. So he'll go to the bench. A couple other guys check in. Dobbins at the top of the key. Duke to his right, over Castor Wilson. Tyndall for 3, short, air ball. He's out of bounds. Be McAlester basketball. Minute 34 remaining here in the third quarter. Tax baseline. Way out back, swing pass. Nearly blocked again by Kent Tyndall, but that time they got the ball. And Brandon Smith is coming alive here in the second half. Jet Morrison to Tyndall. Dobbins to his right, back to Tyndall. And good finish for Tyndall. Connor Tyndall with 3. Minute to go, 49-32. Down 17. Dobbins comes out to close the gap. Has it tipped. Goes across half court. Stays McAlester basketball. Working off the screen is Brandon Smith. Tax baseline. Can't get it to fall. And then a whistle Tahlequah with a foul. Was that Sawyer Henderson? And it is. Sawyer Henderson with his first personal. So Smith will go to the line shooting 2. Misses the first of 2. Micah Cervantes going to check in the game for Tahlequah, giving Tyndall breather. 39.8 seconds remaining here in the third. And Smith makes the second. Dobbins, and he's fouled by number 5. Davian Pouncil picks up his second foul. That's the 4th team foul to the 8 of the Tigers. 37.1 seconds to go. Next foul by McAlester puts Tahlequah in the bonus. Jet Morrison. Did that whistle come from way back here?
I don't know.
It is under the goal. Pouncil and 1.
I don't know about that continuation. He was on his picking the ball up whenever he reached in and got the foul called on him.
Jevin Dick picks up his first personal foul. Pouncil for the old-fashioned three-point play. And can't get it. Rebound Tahlequah. And that foul is going to be called on number 0. Case Patton. So Michael will go to the line, shooting 2. .7 seconds. Both teams in the bonus. So any foul short of a loose ball or offensive
14
foul.
total fouls in the first half. We've had 14 total
In
here
this
in the third quarter.
alone, you're right. Yeah. Makes the first of 2. Cervantes with the tying basket at Glenpool. Doesn't even think about it. This is the second one.
This is no pressure at all here.
He's already been in that situation. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 52-33.
Tigers going man here at the end of the quarter.
Brandon Smith being guarded by Miguel Martinez, number 15. Bad jumper by Smith, way off, and that's the end of 3. McAlester 52, Tahlequah 33. We'll be back in the start of the fourth quarter. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging? Estimate a bill? Ask a question? Or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. alwaysnhs.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 52-33, McAlester on top, and McAlester will start with the ball. And offensive foul to start the fourth quarter.
I think they caught the elbow on that one.
And that foul's on number 5, Davian Pouncil. That's his third. The first team foul for McAlester to start the fourth quarter. Dobbins finds Weezy. Weezy's going to attack. Gives it over to Dobbins, and there you go. Dobbins for 2. Dobbins now with 6 for the game. 52-35. Nearly intercepted by Weezy. And good defense there by Jet, and then great positioning by Jet to draw the foul. And Pouncil, if that's on Pouncil, that's his 4th. And good job, Jet, to be in a great position. Nice give and go. And Weezy for 2. Weezy now with 8. And nearly stolen. Oh, they're going to whistle Jevin Dick for a foul. Jevin's second personal foul. First team foul for the Tigers. 52-37 is the score. 7:18 is the clock. He'll check back in the game for McAlester. And good job there by Jevin Dick. He's seen that Euro jump step once or twice, right? And good take by Jevin. Blocking foul to get to the side. That's a good move right there.
Yeah, when someone's preparing for a charge and they're already leaning back, you've kind of got them at your mercy.
Absolutely. That foul's on Brandon Smith, his third team foul for the Buffs. And Jevin makes the first of two. Surprisingly, that is his first point of the game. .656 to go here in the fourth. And he made both of them. 52-39, Buffaloes. Good pressure here by the Tigers. Good job by Weezy. And they're going to whistle Weezy on that foul. And if that's the case, that's his fifth foul. And it is. Weezy will foul out. So Connor Tyndall will check back in the game. Connor's playing with 3 fouls.
I thought he had 4.
Maybe he had 4. Yeah, you're right, because I missed one. So Connor's playing with 4 fouls himself. Yeah, you're correct. 6:47 remaining here in the game. Brandon Smith being guarded by Jed Morrison. Trying the right side. Jevin staying right there with him. 5-second call, and that's a great defensive play there by Jevin Dick to stay right there with him and never let that space develop.
You don't see that very often.
Especially with the boys, they move around so fast, you know, and the spacing. Jet pulls up for 3, that's going to be short. And tipped out of bounds, stays McAlester basketball. Boy, Micah Cervantes is just being a gnat down there, isn't he?
Yep.
6:07 to go here in the fourth. Trying to get it to the middle, to Hill. Kicks it out, short corner 3. Off the rim, no good. Strong rebound, and secures the rebound is Dobbins. Dobbins finds Jet, and nice take by Jet. Just can't get a finish. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the putback. He gets another rebound, and then he's fouled. So Jet with a couple rebounds right there.
You know, it was Dennis Rodman. He was like 6'8", though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Had his offensive rebounding stats down there.
So Jet Morrison will be on the line after that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Shooting 2. Talked about him being exhausted. I think he's showing a little bit here. Just gives 100% all the time. Missing the first of 2. There, he's got that one. 14 points now for Jet. 52-40. The lead's down only 12. 5:40 to go here in the game. They've tried to slow this thing down a little bit, as you can see, trying to eat some clock, it looks like, because they had a baseline attack that they could have went to and chose against it. Brandon Smith with the miss. There's Jet Morrison with the rebound. Dribbling through 4, gets it to Dobbins. Got numbers here. Dobbins over to the corner. Nice pass to Tyndall. Nice finish. That was almost a no-look pass right there to Connor Tyndall. Assist Duke Dobbins. It's a 10-point lead now from the Buffaloes. 3 ball, had time to gather, can't get it to fall, rebound, and what's the foul here? And the foul's going to be called on Jevin Dick, his third. Casson Wilson going to check back in the ball game for Micah Cervantes. 5 minutes remaining in the game, 52-42. Nearly stolen by Jevin Dick. 3 ball. Got it. Base Patton. Over to Tyndall. Gets it across half court. Over to Caston. Jet for 3. Trying to answer. Nope. Rebound. McAlester. There's Brandon Smith. Blocking foul. Called against Tyndall. And so that's his 5th. Timeout, Tahlequah. That's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and we believe a technical foul has been assessed as well after the play, so we shall see how that shakes out.
You know, when a player goes to the bench and he's walking away off the court, he's not addressing it to anybody. He's showing his frustrations as he walks down the bench, and they call it technical on him. That's surely not.
So he's able to get 6 fouls in the game. So Tyndall picks up his 6th foul. So he gets the and one, and then he gets the technical 2 shots and the ball.
Yeah.
He misses the first of 3. They could actually bring somebody else to shoot. They're going to leave it with him now to shoot the technical. They're going to let him shoot the 2. Makes the first of 2 on the technical. 17 points now, Brandon Smith. Makes the second. 59-42, Buffaloes. 4:28 to go here in the 4th quarter. Inbounding's number 5, Daniel Pouncil, is playing with 4 fouls himself. So the next foul by Pouncil, he'll foul out of the game. Tigers with 5 team fouls, Buffalo with 4. And stolen there by Jet Morrison. Jet's able to get through there, through all that pressure. Over to Miguel Martinez, Dobbins for 3. Can't get the fall. And Jet Morrison, what a hustle play. Man, I've run out of words in the English language to describe his effort. It's really good. 4 minutes to go, inbounding. Dobbins now. Over to Jet. Jet for the baseline 3, too long.
That was my play at high school, that exact
and
same.
And rebound, Dobbins. Can't draw the foul. Put back by Morrison. Morrison with 16 tonight. And beat the press. There's Hill. 61-44, 3.5 to go here in the game. Dobbins off the spin. Created space. Gives it over Jet. Nice Euro step and take. Jet Morrison. 61-46, 3:15 to go. Tigers still fighting. 3:10 to go. Stolen by Caston Wilson. Off the tip by Dobbins. Back to Dobbins. Heel tack. Kicks out to Jevin Dick. Jevin Dick for three. What a time to hit it. 61-49. Tigers trying to claw their way back in this thing late. 2:45 to go. Long pass over to Brandon Smith. And can't make the layup. And rebound. Of course, there's Jed Morrison right in the middle of it, and rebound Jevin Dick. Finds Caston Wilson. Nice layup. Caston Wilson with 8 points. 61-51. It's now a 10-point lead. Aiden Pouncer, corner three. Off the rim, no good. And take there by Hill. 63-51. Dobbins trapped. Gets it over to Caston. Nice pass to find Jet Morrison. And then goes up. Count it. He says no.
He called the continuation earlier.
If he calls continuation down here, doesn't give continuation there, it's got to be.
Come on.
But he's in the bonus, so he'll go to 2, but they should have counted that basket. So.
Oh, man.
Morrison at the line, shooting 2 on the B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Makes the first of 2. Cervantes checks in the game for Wilson. Henderson checks in the game for Martinez.
I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm thinking Wilson's my player of the week.
Yeah, I think he's... And misses the second one. And it's stolen by Jevin Dick. Can't get the and one. So on the B.J. Baker trial attorney, Jevin Dick will go to the line shooting 2. That foul was on Kyle Moss. That's his second personal foul. Jevin at the line for 2. Makes it a 10-point game with 1:50 to go here in the 4th. Jacoby Boyd going to check back in the game for McAlester. And makes both of them. (54-63). Tigers down 9 with 1:40 remaining here in the game.
If we're going to pressure this, the person playing off the ball needs to cover their man. They can't give them these easy outlets.
They're trying to play keep away to stall the game here. Jevin coming out close. Brandon Smith crosses him up. Back out to the top. 1:10 remaining here in the game. Brandon Smith in the corner. Has it knocked out of his hands. And forces the back force. That was forces the backcourt violation. But it was tipped. I would have thought that stayed with McAlester. But
he must not have saw the tip.
So Caston Wilson checks back in the ball game.
We'll take a call every once in a while.
Every now and then, even late. 3-possession game for the Tigers. Need to do something quickly though. You're under a minute. Go. Dobbins tacks to the right. Jumper. Can't get the fall. Rebound McAlester. McAlester has numbers. Too far. Out of bounds. It should come back to there, right? Trying to save it. Runs into the wall.
Well, he slid from... he was 8 feet in bounds whenever he went down.
Quickly inbounds. Dobbins finds Henderson. Henderson for 2. 63-56. 34 seconds to go. 29 seconds remaining. 63-56. Tigers clawed back, and Caston Wilson forces the foul. Puts Smith to the line, shooting 2.
Scrappy Tigers.
They are definitely scrappy. Caston picks up his 3rd personal foul. Brandon Smith at the line on the B.J. Baker trial attorney foul, shooting 2.
So does that mean in a few years they'll be the Scooby-Doo Tigers when they grow up?
And Brandon makes the first of 2. Now with 19 points. And makes both of them now with an even 20 for Brandon Smith. 9-point lead back for McAlester. 17 seconds remaining here in the game. Dobbins, pull up 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Jevin Dick. Dick over to Casson Wilson for 3. In and out, no good. 3 seconds remaining. And that's how this game will end. 65-56, Tahlequah falls by 9. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.